Welcome to Worthy of Work, the podcast dedicated to helping anyone who's done having lousy, lonely, disappointing relationships and who's ready to do the work to build better connections. I'm Stephanie Rivard, and if you've ever questioned your sanity, wondered if healthy relationships are even real, or wonder if there's anything you can do to attract or create a healthier relationship, you are exactly where you need to be. Together, we will unpack the healthy relationship skills no one taught us. This podcast is dedicated to sharing my journey and the things I had to learn the hard, clumsy way. My hope is that by sharing the things that once confused me, that maybe, just maybe, one person out there will be spared some agony and learn the tools that helped me finally start living healthy relationships. My goal is that each session, each episode will drill into a specific topic, a character defect, a yellow flags, red flags, something about relationships that you can have a new tool or insight to start applying to your life. And I'll say, I'm not an expert. I am not a therapist. In fact, I'm just someone who's been through it. I've been at a place in my life wondering, is a healthy relationship even real? Is it like a unicorn or the Loch Ness monster? Because if it is, then there's no point chasing after it. There's no point trying to attain it if it's an illusion. And I really wondered that for a long part of my life. And if a healthy relationship was a facade, and if happy people really were secretly angry at home behind closed doors, then if I found myself in a lousy relationship, then maybe I had arrived. Maybe this is the goal. And looking back, I see that I was trying to build a great relationship. I was trying to build a mansion, but all I had were broken sandcastle tools. I didn't have the tools to build the kind of relationship I hoped was real. And so I kept finding myself time and time again in a relationship that left me stressed and disappointed and lonely. The truth is, I wasn't just struggling with relationships. I was struggling with myself. I didn't know how to set boundaries. I didn't actually know what they were. I thought I had a lot of them. I'll cover that in an episode. I didn't know how to communicate effectively, ask for what I want or need. I certainly didn't know how to have healthy conflict. And I've come to learn that I really struggled with self-worth. And that was the root to a lot of problems. That and not having other examples. It's like this. It's like reading a book that says, speak German. Make sure you speak German in all of your relationships. Speak German at work and in your marriage and with your kids. And if you speak German in all of your relationships, things will thrive. But the book never taught me a word of German. That's what I was struggling with when I started looking at myself and trying to grow. And when I found myself divorced, leaving a toxic marriage, I was told this. I was told that I can leave. I can leave knowing that his behaviors were incompatible with marriage, and walk away quite comfortable saying that was the cause of the divorce. And if I did that, I would likely repeat myself. I would likely find another relationship that didn't work well. I had another choice before me. The second choice was to take time to heal and grow and learn new tools, and then I would have a chance. Then it is possible for me to find and attract and build the kind of relationship that I had been hoping for. And I am so glad for that second avenue. I'm so glad for the years that I took to tend to myself, where I dove into my character defects and my thinking. I looked at these patterns of mine. I attended a lot of counseling, 12-step groups. I leaned into wise counsel of healthy friends, not the ones that would tell me just to go get drunk and hook up with someone to bounce back. No, I wanted better. And I found better. It's remarkable. I'm at a place in my life now I didn't think was real. And it's not perfect. Please let me not give you any misconception of perfection, but different in such a remarkable way that I'm comfortable in my own skin. That never used to be a thing. I know how to communicate my needs and set boundaries and have healthy conflict and detach from people's emotions. I never used to do these things. And the tools that have helped me go from a really dark place and a really sad relationship into a place that I never knew existed. That journey was worth it. And that journey is what I want to share. I want to capture it. And I want to tell you that a healthy relationship is real. It's not a unicorn. It's not a Loch Ness monster. It's not a myth. But it does require tools that I didn't have at one point that are learnable. These are learnable tools. I also learned that a relationship is not my half plus your half equals a whole. It's not addition. A relationship is a lot more like multiplication. If I'm kind of half put together and you're half put together, we're actually half times half equals a quarter. I don't want to throw too much math and at you here, but my half times your half is a quarter. We're less together. We are worse off when we're together. That is, if I am kind of half equipped. If I'm just kind of barely holding it together, if this is what we're trying to merge into a relationship, it will be worse off. So I had to grow myself. I had to mature. I had to fill in the gaps so I could, again, not in a perfect way, but just a better way, be a whole, complete person when I was presenting myself into a relationship. Not only did I have to learn these skills, boundaries, conflict, self-awareness, emotions, and then I needed to find a partner who also had them so that we both had the tools to build the relationship I wanted. It wasn't enough for me just to desire a better relationship and hope and hope and hope that it would be better. I needed tools. That's what this podcast is dedicated to to bringing clarity to the things that once confused me, to explaining the things that I just wanted someone to point out and say clearly and spit it out already. Why are we talking in riddles when we're trying to discuss important skills for life? That's my goal. If you ever felt lost in a relationship and wondered, is this normal, or is healthy or happy relationships even real? Then welcome. Welcome. Let's walk this journey together. That's it for today's episode. If this resonates with you, please subscribe, share, or leave a review. It helps more people find this work. And remember, I'm not a therapist. I'm just someone who once thought dysfunction was pretty normal. I wanted better and learned new tools. And so can you.